All right. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Short practice, definitely, but we're going to be breaking down Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, which is the standing big toe hold. I've always found it incredibly challenging. The dynamics in the pose is really peculiar. And quite honestly, I'm only going to focus on the very first position because that's the most challenging one. And it's an awesome posture. It's I realize that it's not the most challenging pose, that's for sure. And it's a posture that arrives very early in the Ashtanga practice. Very matter of fact, the very first pose, the primary series. So, but don't let this position fool you because it is challenging. Start, okay? Step to the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Om. Samastiti, arms by your sides. We'll begin with Sun Salutations A. Inhale, arms rise, gaze the thumbs. Exhale, fold. Halfway inhale. Exhale, step or float back low. Chaturanga or to your belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. 1. And breathe full. 2. 3. The first half of this practice is all about getting in rhythm. 4. And 5. Exhale, step or float, top of your mat. Inhale, up halfway. And fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale, gaze up. Samastiti, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway, inhale. Exhale, step or float back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. 1. 2, just stay focused on your breath. 3, soften your eyes, your jaw. 4. And 5. Exhale to the top. Halfway inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale, gaze up. Samastiti, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway inhale. Nice and quietly to chaturanga, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale to the top. Halfway inhale. Let's fold, exhale. Rise, inhale, gaze up. And Samastiti, exhale. All right, 1 Sun Salutations B. Inhale, knees bend, arms rise, gaze the thumbs. And fold, exhale. Halfway inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. Exhale, touch down, step back and lower. Inhale. Exhale. Step left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. Exhale, touch down, step back and lower. Full inhale. Down dog, exhale. 1. 2. Keep your eyes soft, jaw relaxed. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale to the top. Halfway inhale. Fold, exhale. Utthita. Inhale, knees bend, arms rise. Stay here, 5 breaths. 1, gaze the thumbs, shoulders back and down. 2, knees gently squeeze, get low, power up those legs. 3, right, we need strong legs for that balance posture. 4, yeah, you also need strong of core. Exhale, sit yourself down. Use your hands if you need to for Navasana. Boat pose. Inhale, legs lift, gaze to toes. 1. Again, right, we need this action for Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. 2. 3, lift your spine forward into your body. 4, study your breath. And 5, into down dog. Exhale. Right foot forward, left heel down. Warrior 1, inhale, rise up, gaze up. 1. Here, I want you to focus on keeping your ribs in. Remove your back bend. 2. Get your shoulders down. Press palms if you can. 3. Back leg straight, strong. 4. Step down into the right foot. Feel like you're dragging it back. And 5. Intense side stretch. Exhale, hands behind your back. Take reverse prayer or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, scoop left foot forward a little bit. Exhale, right leg straightens. Chest up, inhale, look up. And then fold, exhale, chin to shin. Gaze big toe, right foot. 1. And again, elbows rise. 2. Really root big toe mound that right foot. 3. Keep your legs scissored. At the very least, anchor, strong, left leg. 4. And 5. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Hands to hips, exhale. Revolve triangle. Left arm out, thumb up, inhale. And then exhale, twist. Left hand outside of right foot. Maybe up on books or blocks. Inhale, right arm reaches up, gaze up. 1. So firmly rooting, big toe mound. Remember, stay in your feet. 2. Lengthen your spine. Be long. 3. Draw the right hip back and in. 4. And 5. Exhale, right hand comes down, frame the front foot. Warrior 3, from the Vinyasa. Inhale, left leg lifts parallel to the floor. Exhaling, hands to your hips, right? Elbows back, chest up. 1. Left inner thigh lifts. 2. Right, if this posture were turned on the side, it would look somewhat similar to Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. 3. But I really want you to cultivate strength in the back of your body. So important for that lifted leg. 4. Elbows rise, chin up. Find a little up dog in your chest, don't sag. 5. Exhale, hands down. We take an inhale, look up. Exhale, step or float your way back and low. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior 1, inhale. Rise up, gaze up. 1. 2. Remember, soften out the top of the shoulders. Keep space between ears and arms. 3. Back leg strong, ribs in. So it's core work, always. 4. And 5. Exhale, get hands behind your back. Take that reverse prayer or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, scoop right foot forward a little bit. Exhale, left leg straightens. Chest up, inhale. Parsvottanasana, fold, exhale. Chin to shin, gaze big toe, left foot. 1. 2. The right rib cage reaching towards your left big toe. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, halfway. Hands to hips, exhale. Revolve, triangle. Right arm out, thumb in, thumb up, inhale. And then exhale, twist. Right hand outside, left foot. Again, maybe up on books or blocks. Inhale, left arm up, gaze up. 1. Spine long now. 2. Legs scissoring. 3. Left hip drawing back and in. 4. Breathe full. 5. Exhale. That left hand down, and warrior three. Inhale, right leg lifts parallel to the floor. You want the knee pointing down. Exhale, hands to hips. Maybe you interlace fingers behind your back. Inhale, chest up. 1, 2, 3. Lengthening heel to head. 4. Chest up, chin up. 5. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or float back, lower chaturanga. Right, full inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale to the top of your mat, toes touch. Halfway inhale. Fold, exhale. Exhale. Hop feet, hips distance. Inhale, look up, elbows back. Padangusthasana, fold, exhale, catch big toes first. 2 fingers of each hand. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And fold, exhale, and 1. Shoulders back and down. 2. 3. Chin squeeze in, heels scrub away from one another. 4. 5. Inhale, halfway, Padangusthasana. Exhale, hands beneath feet, toes to wrists. Inhale, look up, lengthen. And fold, exhale. And 1. Try to lift pinky toe edges of your feet. 2. 3. 4. 5. Halfway, inhale, lengthen. Exhale here, taking hands to hips. Inhale, come up. Samastiti, exhale, feet together, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms rise, gaze up. And fold, exhale. Halfway inhale. And chaturanga, exhale. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right, jump through, lie down for a moment. Okay, so we begin really breaking this down in a moment. We begin breaking this down in the reclined variation, more restorative, right? So tighter hamstrings. So the key here, if you do have tighter hamstrings, if you're going to loop your foot, don't have your elbow like all bent. You want it taut, right? So you want to reach as far as you can. Right, so that the elbow doesn't have to bend all that much to get a good, to get good traction in the back of that leg. All right, now, so you can use a strap or a towel, wrap that foot, right leg lifts, left hand, left hip, catch big toe if you can. All right, now, let me discuss alignment here. The left knee pointing straight up towards the ceiling, the right inner thigh rotating towards the front of your mat. Plug the right shoulder in. All right, that's going to be an important cue. All right, now really work on the lift here. Don't drag, especially if you're really flexible, right? So the yoga students that I have, really, really flexible, and they'll just keep driving this leg back further and further and further. All right, I'd rather, especially if you lean on the spectrum of flexibility to really great flexibility, keep the leg in a fixed position and then lift the body up to it, right? Don't drag the leg down, lift up to it. You'll need this a lot more in the standing position when you attempt the fold, right? This left leg active, right? It's like pushing against something. Again, try to rotate that left knee straight up, all right? This right shoulder down the back. I like to swing the elbow towards the shin. It'll help better align the shoulder, all right? Inhale, head back. Exhale, let's switch sides. All right. Right hand, right thigh. Inhale, left leg up. Again, use your strap. Make sure that the elbow doesn't have to do a whole lot of work. I want the bicep to do some work and, kind of lifting yourself up. Just make sure that you're not you don't have 2 feet of strap between your hand and the foot. That right knee points straight up. Left inner thigh. Again, rotating towards the front of your mat. All right. Again, as we want to plug the left shoulder in, don't drag the leg down towards you. Lift yourself up to the leg. Here, 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 here. Again, if you I'm somewhere in the middle, I think. I don't know. But if you have lots of density in your muscles, then maybe you just lie back and start to pull that leg in. You maybe want to make it more restorative if you have like very tight hamstrings. I have a few private clients. I'm just like, you know what? Head back, just rest, breathe, 10, 15 breaths. Don't even worry about it, right? For some of us, though, right, we want to work on this lift, especially if we're working the standing posture. That elbow swings in, we keep lifting and breathing, right? All right, head back, inhale. All right, exhale, release, hug those legs in, rock up, stand up. So let's work on the standing posture. And the first thing, all right, typically the left leg would lift. Ideally, the inner edge of my left foot is traveling along the edge of the wedge. Really didn't think I was going to say those two words together today. All right, so the edge of the wedge is the direction in which I want my lifted leg to face as well. All right, so what ends up happening, for me, this does not happen for everybody, but I noticed that it's quite common, certainly pushing 50 to at least 50 to 60% of yoga practitioners that I encounter, pre-pandemic and pandemic, is that the lifted leg will start to stray away from that line that we're trying to follow, right? So ideally, I want my right leg to remain in line. As I look down, I can see that, well, I can't see the wedge, right? Which means that the leg is following, tracking along that same track, right? Otherwise, it's starting to drift outwards. See if I can give you a different view, head-on view. All right, so you see on my left foot, the inner edge of my left foot, it's on the edge of the wedge. Anyway, right, as I lift my right leg up, right, and here I'm keeping my leg straight, just so you know. Obviously, modifications can keep the right knee bent, right? Don't let the leg drag you down, whether you have the toe or the shin. And even in this case, you want the leg moving into midline, right? That's going to help kind of cover that space. Now, where does that action actually come from, right? So I can move, right? If I'm in first position here, which we're working on, and my leg starts to drift, I can move my right leg into midline, but I also have to move my right hip forward in space, right? Because my leg can do some of the action, but what if my hips are up in an obtuse angle in relation to, in this case, the inner edge of my left foot, but of course the wedge is there to kind of give us a little guide. That means I've got to swing my right hip forward as well, right? So, of course, we see this action when we swing the leg out to the side, right? The hips kind of swing open a little bit, the hip rotates and abducts, so we get that leg kind of moving out. But also, right, the pelvis moves from this position in relation to the standing leg, moves from this position to this position as well. And we don't want that position in the first variation of this posture, right? Second variation, that's fine. First position, we want to keep the pelvis 90 degrees in relation to that standing leg's hip. All right? So I'm here. Let's see if I can wiggle that left foot back to the wedge. And right, I got my left hand, left hip. Ideally, if you can, you lift left leg up, you catch the big toe. All right? The leg doesn't have to be completely straight, mind you. Draw the right shoulder back. If you're like me, tighter hamstrings, or at least mildly tight, make sure that the left rib cage is moving forward to help square things off as well. Right leg travels into midline. Right hip moves forward as well. I want that right leg to do some of its own lifting as I start to move into the fold. Okay? Let me work that other side. I'm going to flip the wedge. Give you a skew view, if you will. I didn't know they'd be saying these words together, right? Edge of the wedge and a skew view. So, if I were only a little bit more clever, I would have come up with something in meter as well. All right, anyway, right hand, right hip, the inner edge of my right foot is on the edge of the wedge. My left leg lifts. Again, if I catch shin, that's fine. If you can, big toe hold. As I lift that left leg up to both of my lower legs, so the toes point out slightly. So I need to compensate for that, right? This will help correct so many postures. Again, adduct, left inner thigh moving inward, but also left, right, towards that left big toe. Same cue I gave in Parsvattanasana, all right? The left leg has to do some of its own lifting. The right leg has to remain active, pressing down as I move into that forward fold, or potentially. Deep Uddiyana Bandha here, right? Those back muscles that we explored in Warrior 3 are going to help stabilize everything, all right? Okay, well, in any case, that is, at the very least, the beginnings of Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Remember, right, that first comes balance. Right? You can't perform any of the actions of this posture if we don't have a secure balance. So work on your balance. If you're not reaching that big toe, if it's a great struggle to keep your balance while you're catching that big toe, then work here first, right? Be upright, be steady. Even here, you build strength in the standing leg, right? The foot, the ankle, right? That'll help you maintain your balance. So eventually you'll be able to get that leg straight and maybe even move into the fold sooner than later. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that practice was a sweet one, short one, that's for sure. And I certainly hope that the details of Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana were helpful. Please feel free to leave any comments and questions if you have anything pertaining, of course, to this posture or anything else. All right. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and others. Peace.